Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back to the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. And today we're going to talk about a little bit of Amazon news. Well, actually, it's big Amazon news. You guys probably saw the story about Amazon workers being treated like they're in prison, basically, on such strong time constraints, like trying to hit such target numbers for number of packages processed or shipped or packed or whatever, that they don't even have time to go to the bathroom, and that they were peeing in bottles. Using the bathroom in bottles, not even kidding. One of Britain's, I guess he's like a reporter, a journalistic reporter, went undercover and got a job at Amazon's fulfillment warehouse for, I think it was a month or 2 months, and he saw the working conditions and how horrible they were, and overtime not paid, and extra hours and no breaks, and people not even having time to go get lunch or the bathroom or what have you. And he wrote up a pretty nasty report, scathing report. Meanwhile, we got 6,000 dogs working at Amazon that have it better than a lot of the workers. So I'm going to show you his report from inside the Amazon warehouse. He went undercover. They had no idea. Now, obviously, Amazon is declining, either declining to comment or denying that any of this happened. But I got to say, the guy went undercover and took the time to get the job and put in the hours and the work. I doubt he's making it up, and I'm not really surprised because of Amazon's grueling, schedule and the amount of business and work and growth, that this doesn't surprise me one bit. Let me show you what he had to say about this and his story. And oh, by the way, before we do jump over there, there's another story. I'll go from one to the other, that Amazon's workers make less money than you think, in the neighborhood of $28,446 a year, as opposed to Jeff Bezos's. This is just his salary, mind you. Just his salary is 59 times more than that. $1.68 million in just salary. No stock, nothing else, which is why he's worth so much money. But he's still making 59 times more than his employee. That doesn't sound insane based on what an employee does and a CEO. But how do people live on $28,000 a year? I don't even know. What is that, like 500 bucks a week? $1,000 a week is 52,000, so half of that's 26. So yeah, that's like $550 a week before taxes, mind you. So after taxes, you're bringing home about $400, $450 maybe. How do you live on $450 a week? That's $1,800 a month. I mean, two incomes. If both of you work for Amazon, you're bringing home $3,500 to $4,000. I mean, I guess it's a tough way to live, especially with those kind of hours. But it's the follow-up story to how they're treated, and then we find out they're not making any money. So let's go ahead and go over there and take a look at this. Okay, so the first thing that CNN Tech reported was that typical Amazon employees make less than you think, which we just said. There's the numbers, 28,446 in 2017. So all we have to do really quickly to figure out, exactly how much money that is, or better yet, how much money it's not. 28,446 divided by 52 weeks in a year is $547 a week. Assuming you're losing about 20% in taxes at least, you're only bringing home $437, maybe $450 if you're lucky. That's not a whole lot. So when you think about $450 bring home, your only take home is like 23 grand. Hard to live on 23,000 take home income. Meanwhile, Bezos' base salary, $1.68 million, or 59 times the number that the regular employee makes, which we know CEOs are way overpaid. But $28,000, if that's not bad enough, let's jump over to the second side of the story. This one from Business Insider. This story blew up. It went super viral all over the internet, and I'm going to get this window right for you guys. And it says, this author was found that Amazon warehouse staff members were peeing in bottles for fear of punishment for missing productivity targets, says the working culture there was a prison. His name is James Bloodworth, and he's from Britain. He worked undercover in 2016 at an Amazon warehouse in the UK to do a research for his book on low-paying jobs. He described to Business Insider how he had been collecting items as a picker when he came across a bottle of urine on the shelf. So in other words, his job was to go through the warehouse, and when orders would come up, he'd go and grab the items. Bloodworth also said workers didn't have enough time for proper lunch breaks and were often penalized for taking sick days. That is something I heard locally here in Florida. I actually have a friend whose teenage son, 18, 19 years old, got a job over the seasonal side last fourth quarter for Amazon. And I know it's worse than, but he said the same things. And I'm not going to reveal who it is keep their, privacy, but it is true. Amazon pushed back on Bloodworth description, saying the workers could use the toilet whenever they needed and that they were not monitored. So I do believe that. I do believe they're free to go to the bathroom, and I do believe that they're not monitored to that extent. But what I think his point is if they do take the time to go to the bathroom or take breaks, that they're not going to meet the targets they want, and thus they'll be punished later. So he investigated casual work and its effect on people's lives, and he spent just under a month working there. So he got the job and then he quit. A month is a decent amount of time to spend at a job. I mean, it's not a long time, but it's decent. So I'll link this story. You guys can check it out. Here's a photo from inside the warehouse in, I think it's Rugeley, UK. And you see, so all the aisles, B178, B180, there's all the products stacked up. You guys have a good idea. I mean, this is crazy that Amazon would treat employees this way and only pay that much money. Amazon's stock was way up, but apparently their PR is way down. So Bezos, come on, man, pay people better. I wish I had a better source for American pay rates, but I would imagine it's not much different from this $28,000 pay that they get. That's not a lot of money, guys. Not a lot of money. So what do you think about the Amazon story? Are you surprised? Have you ever worked there? Do you know anyone that works there? Have you had any kind of experience with this? If so, please leave it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much for watching. As always, check out the description box. There are links to my eBay store if you want to visit it, if you want to shop, or if you do any shopping at all on eBay, please visit eBay by using my link first, as it will help me out. Same story with the Amazon links. That's all my equipment. My lighting kit that I use for eBay photos, for making YouTube videos, for just about everything is linked down there, along with my poly mailers, bags, bubble mailers, scale, everything you'll need for your eBay business linked below, and all of it helps me out. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.